Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Andri and this is day 10 of creating 100 English video vlog. So today I want to talk about my specific field or like my role. Anyway, I was still confused about my specific role or specific field that I want to focus learning on the field for like 1 until 5 years from now on. I was still confused about that because I didn't want to make a mistake about my specific field, and I don't want to, for instance, I already decided my specific field and then in the future I was regret about that because that field is already not relevant in the future. So originally my specific field was as a web developer, which is front end and back end developer, and we can say it as a full stack developer. But more originally I was more like back end development, because in the back end you in the back end uh, I create something systemly, and in the back end I didn't need to think creatively, because backend is just about logic, optimization, and create a system and something like that. And I like it, but in the early stage of my career, I was change my field into front-end developer. Why? Because the first of all, I see that I use Express.js as my backend technologies, and the job market for Express.js developer is kinda suck. And yeah, instead I see that React.js developer market job is very a lot and fresh. So I decided to change my major into front-end developer, and I learned React.js for like 6 months, and then I landed my first job as a front-end developer using React.js. And until now I was still as a front-end developer, but in the future I was planning to learning about mobile programming, machine learning engineering, and AI. Also, I want to learn about several new technologies like Hono. That's a technology used in back-end field, but I'm not sure what kind of specific field that I want to focus in like several years from now on. Last year, or maybe last several months, I was focusing on UX designer, and I was facing difficulties. The difficulties is I'm not a really creative person, so I can really make a website that is super creative, even though creativity is can be trained. But yeah, I still enjoy designing, but not as my main job, but as a just as a hobbies, because I already a little research about UX career path, and yeah, that was not pretty good for me. And I'm more like the software engineer career path because I see that a lot of startup and a lot of big company are more needed more needing an software engineer because basically uh, a big company and big startup and also a new startup is need them to build their product and their service, which all of them are mostly SaaS product. And why I need why I want to learn about mobile programming is simply because yeah, I just want to try that field because I was curious. And uh, for for career as a mobile developer, I didn't research yet, but I can make myself as a front end in two device platform like for mobile and for website as a front end developer. And I see several jobs that need a person who has that skill. uh, Mostly I think the the company that need that kind of person is like a project based company and several company from Japan, but I didn't plan to work to Japan even though I want to have like remote working because yeah, if I get a remote working by the end of this year, I can barely move to my hometown because my learning in my college is just about 1 year, and 2 year after that uh, we had the time to work or intern or teaching in our IDN college. And yeah, if I got the remote working, I can barely move to my hometown uh, or teaching at here while still working uh, for the country that I targeting as a remote worker. Maybe I want to work in as a remote worker in Indonesia or maybe Malaysia. It's just an Asia country or maybe Thailand. And yeah, I didn't research yet about the machine learning field career path, and I didn't I didn't I didn't research yet about the AI learning path, but I'm pretty sure that that field is very fresh, and the field I think my instinct tell me that I need to learn AI by the end of this year fastly because I want to make uh, I want to take a part of this new era, and I want to bring myself to other opportunity in the AI field. Okay, so that's all for me. That's all from me. And assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.